Now I have to tell you about meeting Sasha on last Thursday. I think she had just gotten to Diana's house, and we had already decided that we would go to dinner to celebrate our little work promotions after work. Diana was bumped up to a supervisory position for the third floor pediatrics department, and I got bumped up to a supervisory position for the second floor geriatrics department. We agreed on El Torito on Hospitality Lane. I raced home from work to look for the perfect outfit because I knew Sasha was going to be there, and I heard so much about her. I don't even know why I cared what she thought of me, but it was just important. I already knew Kenya was going to be there because she was wherever Diana was. I ran to my closet and ransacked it. Lucky for me and the closet, I found my newest article of clothing, an ankle-length rust orange maxi dress with spaghetti straps that I'd picked up at Macy's. I found my metallic gold sandals not far from the hem of the dress. I grabbed the heels and sprinted over to my jewelry box. I found 6 gold bangles, 2 gold finger bands, dangling gold earrings shaped like teardrops, a gold herringbone necklace, and even a gold toe ring. I flipped the channel to BET to see which hairstyle I could steal from the video girls and decided on a tight ponytail at the nape of my neck with a 2/3, 1/3 side part. I quickly showered, dressed, applied some bronze eyeshadow and lipstick to my face, and dashed out of my apartment with a bottle of cool water perfume. When I got to the El Torito parking lot, I could see Diana and Kenya shading their eyes and glancing over the parking lot, looking for me. I assumed Sasha was already gone back to her boyfriend's house because I didn't see her at all. I parked my car and made my way over to Diana and Kenya. I was about to ask about the whereabouts of Sasha when I heard Diana's car door open and close. Sookie, Sookie now. Is this Heather, the woman who has stolen my church seat and my place as Diana's best friend? Sasha asked as she walked a circle around me. I couldn't do anything but smile. She was everything Diana said she would be. Hi, Sasha. Pleased to meet you. I'm Heather. I extended my hand. She grabbed a hold of me and hugged me tight. Girl, we are sisters. Don't be trying to shake my hand. We're going to be spending a lot of time together. I'm here to stay, so make room for me. Sasha hugged me like we were best friends. She smelled like J'adore, one of my favorite fragrances. Surprisingly, she had on the same dress I was wearing, but had complemented the rust orange with sunshine yellow bangles, hoop earrings, and a beaded necklace. Somehow she had found some matching rust orange sandals. She had a tattoo of 2 cherries dangling from the stems on the top of her left foot. She was hood and sophisticated all at the same time. Amazing. We all went into the restaurant and sat at the booth. We all ordered virgin margaritas and the enchilada platter. We chatted about everything from clothes to men, tattoos to church, men and their women, music and BET, Mary Mary, Yvonne Adams, T.D. Jakes, the Winans, Anthony Hamilton, then back to men again. Even Kenya was able to add to the subject. You got a man, Heather? This came from Sasha, and out of nowhere. Huh? If you could you could hear. You heard me, girl. Sasha was so smart and sassy. Um, well, I do date occasionally, but no one steady. Why? Goody, 'cause I've got the perfect man for you. Seriously. Sasha, leave her alone. Don't go hooking her up with one of your old boyfriends. That's just tacky. Diana attempted to come to my rescue. No, it ain't like that. You gonna agree with me. Watch. You and Kenya. True or false? You be trying to go out with these black men, but moms and pops ain't having it. And when you go to these black men's mama's house, his sisters and cousins be like, oh no, he didn't bring no white girl up in here. I think my mouth was open for about 5 whole minutes. I couldn't believe Sasha was going there. Diana looked mortified, and Kenya looked inquisitive. She was thirsty for more, but Sasha wasn't finished. She didn't even wait for my reply. You see, you need to go with someone who your parents are gonna accept. And his parents are gonna accept you. You need a man that is also unsure of which route to go when it comes to dating. That's why you're gonna go out with our cousin Brad. Well, I'm not making you, but I'm advising you. You kill like 4 birds with one stone. You get your black man, 'cause I know that's all you like. You get your white man, 'cause that will make mommy and daddy happy. He's not all thugged out, and you will feel comfortable when you go out in public. That stuff does matter, and if it don't, it should. I wouldn't want to have a man that my family hated, and I wouldn't want a man who folks had a problem with me. I don't want people looking at me and judging me. Most people think I don't care about stuff, but when I'm dating, I gots to be comfortable. Everyone just stared at Sasha as she took a forkful of enchilada and finished it with a gulp of virgin margarita. Brad? Brad? Who's Brad? Diana asked while squinting her eyes like she was thinking. Girl, you don't know your own cousin Brad? Uncle Richard's son. Sasha, didn't they move to Oregon like 10 years ago? That was the last time I saw them. Shoot, I haven't even heard from them since then. Oh, I guess I forgot to tell you. They moved back here almost a year ago. I ran into them at Ontario Mills Mall. I've spent every holiday with them since then. And me and Brad frequently go clubbing in LA. He's a cutie too. But don't tell Grandma. Uncle Richard doesn't want her to know he's back. I can tell Kenya and Diana was shocked. Sasha just kept on eating and sipping her margarita like it was no big deal. She sure knew how to drop bombs on a person. Diana grabbed her cell phone and I can tell she was about to alert her grandmother. Don't tell Grandmama. That's gonna kill her. You know she's sensitive. Sasha reached for the phone. Diana rolled her eyes and put the phone back in her purse. You have some explaining to do, and don't act like it was an accident that you didn't tell me they were here. Speaking of here, where is here? Diana was demanding answers. Well, they live in Diamond Bar, but Brad just moved to Upland. He's got his master's in education and teaches for Fontana Unified, and he starts teaching at Cal State in August. How do you know all of this? And when did you get so close to them? You know Grandma is mad at him for using that quick deed and taking out that $100,000 loan on her house. Grandma said he most likely spent it all on Sarah. It was obvious that Diana was mad. Girl, you know there are two sides to every story. If you let Uncle Richard tell his side, you'll find out that Grandma gave him permission for the loan. He just exceeded the amount by 30 grand. And that's where the problem came from. And I'm going to ask you again, why and when did you get so close to them? That was 10 years ago, and you were only about 16. How did you even recognize them in the mall? Sasha, none of this makes sense. Now, Diana, you know I look the same way I did back then, as I do now. Uncle Richard saw me first. I knew he looked familiar, but his hair is snow white and he has a full beard. We were at the food court and all in line to buy pretzels, cheese dips, and lemonade. I was with my man friend Nicholas, and we were behind them. Nicholas liked the cologne Uncle Richard was wearing and asked him what was the brand. When Uncle Richard turned around, he saw me. He said my name, and I was like, oh no, busted. But who is this guy? He saw that I was confused, and he told me who he was. I jumped on him and hugged him around the neck. His family was standing around us smiling. I got down and started hugging all of them, introduced them to Nicholas, and we've been tight ever since. Interesting. That was all Diana could say as she stared Sasha down. Sasha was oblivious of Diana's death stare, and she continued with me. So, what do you say? Want to meet him? For a minute, I was as gutsy as Sasha. I raised my glass and like a wild cowgirl said, heck yeah! Diana rolled her eyes and pointed her manicured index finger at Sasha. You are going to call Grandmama right now and tell her Uncle Richard is in town. Let me call Uncle Richard first and let him know what I'm about to do. He should be prepared for this. Sasha called her uncle and told him what happened during our little outing. She explained that she was trying to hook Brad up and accidentally spilled the beans. Apparently, her uncle said he was going to his mother's home and actually agreed that it had been long enough. That date went very well. A family feud was mended, and I got myself a potential date.